This podcast is entirely listener supported. To find out how you can help, head to patreon.com/wehaveconcerns. National Novel Writing Month, day 4.
Are you doing it? You're doing it.
I've been doing it.
How are you doing on it?
Word count is a little low today, but that's okay. It's early.
Yeah.
I'm confident that
Did you have a novel idea before you started, or did you just sort of sit down and go?
I had a little bit of an idea, but you learn very quickly how little of an idea you really have
Right.
in something like this. I'm skating along pretty well right now, but I feel like week 2, beginning of week 3 is when I'm going to really feel. We'll
good
see.
luck, man. I think that's a very commendable thing to undertake.
It's mostly about saying that you're doing it, so people will tell you that you're doing something commendable.
Accountability is big, man.
And
self-congratulation.
That's basically what it is. I like to just be like, yeah, man, I'm just really, National Novel Writing Month. And people go, oh, wow, you're doing that so great. I'm like, yeah, I know. I know that about me. I'm out. I gotta go work on my novel.
Also, I'm growing this mustache. This month has a lot of responsibilities.
There's a lot that I'm doing that's just charitable and wonderful. This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Canada.
Hi, Anthony Carboni. What are we talking about today?
Oh my gosh, concerned citizens. Ben Rowe, who walks among you, sent this in to us.
Indeed.
To wehaveconcernshow@gmail.com. Park officials, national park officials in the Tahoe area are asking people to please stop taking bear selfies.
Bear selfies is a thing, evidently. So this is a picture of you.
This is a picture
with
of you.
you and a bear.
Yes.
Real bear.
You go into a park and you see a bear.
Oh, yeah.
And you get as close to the bear as you possibly can.
Right. Which of these steps is the problem one?
And then you take a picture of the bear with a flash if needed.
Holding some sort of delicious, sweet treat in your mouth, I hope.
With a salmon in one hand.
Yeah.
Because that's how you get them to come close.
A bowl of honey in the other.
You get them to come towards you by setting out a little green hat and a necktie.
Yes, they
find it irresistible, and they just start coming up. Why the fuck are people doing this?
Because you can't just tell someone you were near a bear. No one's going to believe. Pictures or it didn't happen, right? That's what the internet says. Pictures or it didn't happen, bro.
That's not it. You can't get close to a bear.
I can't. Look at this picture I took. It's me and a bear.
Son of a bitch. That's really no.
Look, it's me. You can't say I didn't get close to the bear. I totally look how perilously close I got to this bear.
What was that bear doing in IKEA?
He needed some sensible furnishings.
He wanted that new standing desk. Everybody's talking about that new standing desk.
That bear needs to lose a few pounds.
Who goes into a forest after years of hearing about bears and says, you know what I got to do is I got to get real fucking close to a bear?
I think people have no sense of propriety anymore.
Bears are nightmare creatures. Do you know this?
Yes. I watched the Colbert Report. I've seen Grizzly Man.
It's not even about Grizzly Man. It's also about The Edge.
Yeah, that happened.
Yo.
I saw Alec Baldwin with a full beard.
Bears are so smart that if you fuck with them, they will just chase you. They'll chase you for days if they have to.
But they
will
chase you.
They will chase you.
Look at how roly-poly and furry they are.
They will chase you like Harrison Ford chasing the one-armed man, and then they will also chase you like Tommy Lee Jones chasing Harrison Ford chasing the one-armed man.
That's like inverted time fugitive. That's insane.
Maybe bears can invert time. We don't know. Because if you get close enough to a bear to find out, it kills you. We don't know the full extent of bears.
These park rangers are saying that people are playing fast and loose with their own lives because they want a picture of themselves standing next to a bear.
Hashtag bear selfie. It's real.
Really?
That's real.
Here's my problem. My issue here.
Yeah. This is your biggest issue.
Biggest issue.
This is the worst
jumps
thing.
Out.
Yeah.
This is the offensive part to me.
Okay.
Were people not taking pictures with bears before fucking selfies were a thing? Some guy clearly went, hey, take a picture of me with this bear. Mm-hmm. That was happening before selfies.
Yeah, but then they were
just selfies.
Well, yeah, it is, because then it was just hashtag bear. because somebody else was taking the picture.
Bear and me. I think that this article is 60% PSA and 40% SEO. That's what I think it is.
What are you saying?
I think
I'm going to ask you to explain it.
I think they're just trying to get selfie in the title of something.
Do you think that do you mean they as in the people who wrote the article? Like they just want to get hashtag bear selfie in because it's trending?
I think maybe the park rangers are complicit in this scam.
I don't know, man. Park rangers are saying that they actually are thinking about closing down areas of the park because entire groups of people are charging at bears at once.
If there's groups of people, why do they need to be selfieing?
Oh, have you ever, because, dude, I'll tell you what, over Halloween, I was, I kept asking people to take a picture of my costume, and it was fine, but there's something about the selfie angle and having the control over it. Yeah, you can get a good...
Don't be that guy.
No, I'm telling you, man, in certain cases, a selfie is better.
It highlights the bear fur in just all the right ways.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like, you make sure you're in it the way you want. You make sure the bear's in it the way you want the bear in it.
Mostly perilously close to your corporeal form.
Yeah.
About its jaws opening in a menace just about to grab your face.
Yeah, I feel like the problem here is not the selfie.
I think the problem's the selfie.
I don't know, Jeff.
Why does it have to be? Everything has to be a fucking selfie? Come on. The problem is, don't take pictures standing next to bears.
That's the problem.
We have to call it the bear selfie?
Well, it's pretty accurate hashtag, Jeff.
I mean, it is.
And if it makes you feel any better,
that expresses the idea. I'm not going to disagree with that.
It's a great hashtag. It's good social media. I'll tell you this, if it makes you feel any better, these people are stupid and they can't possibly live forever. I feel the more people try to use bear selfie, the fewer people there will be around to use bear selfie.
Do you think that the tacit permission that the park ranger is giving is that if you hand your camera to someone else, feel free to take pictures with bears?
They're saying don't take pictures near bears.
Well, then why do they have to say bear selfies?
They're not saying it. I'm saying that there's a hashtag bear selfie.
That's dumb.
The park rangers aren't putting up banners that's like, remember, don't use the hashtag bear selfie to join the conversation.
Wait a minute, you're saying, okay, so maybe I misunderstood. You're saying that...
The park rangers aren't walking around with like little pins that say, ask me about hashtag bear selfie.
You're saying that this is like...
Somebody used this hashtag.
Planking? This is like fucking planking? This
is like planking.
Let's take pictures with bears. That's bear selfie?
This is hashtag Alex from Target. That's what this is.
Really?
Yeah. Somebody used bear selfie, and somebody saw it and was like, that's badass. I gotta get me a bear selfie.
And so many people...
And it just kept spreading.
Virally.
It's viral.
All right. I'm back on board.
I would like to think that this is a genius marketing campaign by the Illuminati to get rid of the stupids. I'd like to think that the Illuminati has an in-house marketing team whose entire job is just to convince the stupids.
Okay. All right. I got several pitches for you, the Grand Master Illuminati. Mm-hmm. I got several pitches. We've been working on this for several months now, and I think you're going to love these.
Okay. Lay them on me.
So we got hashtag bear selfie. You stand next to a bear.
Uh-huh.
Bear takes your picture with the bear, potentially eats you, closing the loop, as we like to say.
I love that.
I got three more.
That's like those kids. I feel like a lot of the kids that we didn't kill by releasing that powdered alcohol that you can put up your butt.
Yeah. They would get into this.
I feel like they'd get into that.
Our studies are showing that there's the Venn diagram of people that are into those two things.
Yeah.
Boom, right in the center. All right. Another idea here. Mm-hmm. It's a little longer and less concise, but I think we might be able to work with it.
Okay.
Hashtag standing in front of a moving car.
Huh. I feel like that one's a little easy to fake. And I feel like it's a little too obvious what we're trying to do with it.
Okay.
Maybe a little too on the nose. You know what I mean?
Okay, I get you. How about hashtag do I burn?
I think we have a winner.
You like that one?
I think we have a winner.
I got a whole stack of these.
You guys are amazing. I knew when we poached you from Nike that we had winners.
All right, hashtag do I burn. Doesn't have the selfie in the name there, which I think adds a little bit of, let's say, millennial excitement.
No, but you know what? I think do I burn? It's a question. It needs to be answered. It's short. Mm-hmm. You can still get a full tweet in with that and a picture.
Right.
I love it. And it gives room for improvisation, which I think is great. Kids like to make something their own.
Right.
You know, a bear is a bear is a bear.
Oh, that's so true.
You know what I mean? But I think there are so many different ways that idiots could self-immolate. And I feel like over the coming weeks, we can really build a self-immolation community around these fucking morons.
Yeah. And then, your whole dream of world domination and culling of the herd that comes together in one glorious moment illuminated by burning humans.
Well, I'll tell you what, Alex, you've done some amazing work, and it's going to be a shame to make you disappear now.
Oh.
But thank you so much.
Wait.
Spike trap! Because of the Spike Lobby. There's no other way to explain why this would get into so many people's heads that they're rushing bears at the basin of Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
Oh, I see a bear. Let's all run at it. Let's all run at nature's perfect fucking killing machine.
Okay, not to undermine your argument here, but I had always heard that...
Not to undermine my serious Illuminati argument.
I always heard that grizzly bears, bad. California black bears... not so bad.
Oh, yeah, you can just ride them to school. You can play patty cake with a California black bear.
This is what I heard.
California black bear. You know what you can do is if you lure them to your house with a little bit of honey, they'll organize your sock drawer.
Okay, I'm not going that far, but I always heard that a California black bear...
You rub their belly, they'll just fall right asleep.
The one that's...
Don't fuck with a bear, asshole! It's a fucking bear! You don't rank which bear is better to fuck with. You just don't fuck with nature's killing machines.
All right.
If it can stand up taller than you and it's got claws, you don't get near it.
But isn't there that one bear that's like been in all the movies?
Yogi?
And is adorable? No.
Fozzie.
The real one. The one who's in The Edge. And, he's the acting bear. And they rub his tummy and they make him... And he rolls around.
They're not all natural actors. They don't have a proclivity towards the performing arts when they're in nature.
Maybe we just haven't given them an opportunity to express that side of the...
Ed.
Yeah?
Ed, you got to come over here and see the check this out.
I'm fishing.
No. Well, number one, we're not on break. You shouldn't be fishing.
Okay.
Number two, you've got to check this out.
Oh, yeah, hand me the binocs.
Look at that bear. I think that's Amelia. You remember the one that we tagged?
Yeah.
I think that's modern dance.
That is gorgeous.
I thought at first she had an itch, but it's really achingly beautiful.
It is. It's as if she's expressing all of the modern angst that a forest-dwelling creature might have in one glorious, fluid movement.
I feel like she's speaking about the encroachment of, oh no, she had an itch. She just had an itch.
Oh, God, and she's eating that entire deer.
Oh, yeah, it turns out she's a fucking bear.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
That's a lot of gore. That is a lot of gore.
But you know...
Oh, it's so beautiful.
I think there's something there.
There is still something
we
there.
Really, I think we should try to write up a grant proposal. If we could get a little more money, maybe we could, put together a little community theater for them.
I think we should.
Yeah.
You know what I bet bears would love?
What's that?
Chekhov.
Oh, God. Samson, you remember the other one that we tagged?
Oh, yeah.
Would make an amazing Uncle Vanya.
I think so.
Also,
he wants to get to Moscow.
Play dead because Amelia is coming up right
Oh, dear
behind
God.
you.
Okay.
Maybe we just don't know enough about the world around us. Do people not have the dread of bears that they should?
I think that's exactly the truth. I think people just assume that it's all going to be okay.
Do people think like you think where there's only one dangerous kind of bear?
I think that's the truth.
And the rest are pretty chill?
I think black bears are...
Like the rest can balance on a ball and shit?
Aren't they more scared of you than you are of them?
Nothing! Nothing in nature that's bigger than you is more scared of you than you are of it.
Well, that's just because
that's nature
you're
101.
very scared of things.
And also, I'm not very large. When you're 5'8" and you go out and all the forest creatures are bigger than you.
Yeah, you're thrown off the curve with your level of scared of them.
I'm pretty thin. I'm pretty small. There was one time where a woodchuck wrestled a Red Bull away from me. It was just like, fuck you, that's mine.
You're like, I'm terrified of you.
I was like, I'm sorry. Real story. Are you ready for a real story?
Yeah, do it.
It's going to kind of round this whole thing out, I think, about why you shouldn't fuck with animals.
Okay.
This is it. Me and Stephen Buck. Stephen Buck was a really good friend of mine in the 6th grade, and only the 6th grade, because Stephen Buck had some issues that he was working out. And I didn't know that at first. I thought he was just fun.
That's often a misconception.
Yeah, a lot of people that you meet through your life.
Fun initially turns into annoying and grating over the long term.
Well,
I get that a lot.
Yeah. And I mean, not just like that, but also, you know, you date a lot of people who just seem fun, and it turns out, oh, they're bipolar.
Wait, you were dating Stephen Buck?
No, but like, you know what I mean? Like, that's another one of those.
Gotcha.
So Stephen Buck and I are out in his yard, and his house, the neighbor's house, only 2 trees, one next to his driveway, one next to the neighbor's driveway. Mm-hmm. There is a squirrel that is trying to get from one tree to the next. And Stephen sees this and starts running at the squirrel and goes, squirrel, 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 and starts like chasing it around to the point where it can't get to either tree.
He was a simple boy.
Squirrel, 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 squirrel. Ha, ha, ha. Runs it like back almost like up against his house and his back gate. Like corners this fucking squirrel.
Yeah.
I'm laughing at first, and then I'm like, how is he doing this? And then I'm like, why is he doing this? Uh-huh. He's squirrel, squirrel, squirrel.
Actually, very impressive. If you've ever chased a squirrel, you never win.
You never win. I don't know how this fucking happened, but he did it. He was the guy that chased a squirrel and cornered a squirrel. And do you know what happens when you corner a squirrel?
I'm guessing bad things.
Bad things, man. The squirrel is like up against the wall and it's like shaking. It's like shaking. Oh, no. And Steven's like, I'm undiagnosed. Blah. And the squirrel all of a sudden goes,
what? That's not a sound you want from
and
anything.
Jumps at him. Fucking jumps at it. The squirrel is crawling up Steven. The squirrel is on Steven's face. The squirrel is clawing at him.
No
and he's
way.
like, I got what I deserve. He's not really saying that, but he should be saying he doesn't have that sense of self.
Awareness.
But holy shit, it's clawing at him. And then it's gone. And it just runs up the tree. And the squirrel is just like, clawed him. It got him, man. It fucking got him.
First of all, those things carry disease.
And that's just a squirrel. Yes, it carries disease, because after that was done, he was like clawed up, and we had to go. We had to like take him to the walk-in clinic.
Welcome to the walk-in clinic.
Thank you. So this is just a clinic where all of the doctors do really good Christopher Walken impressions?
Laughter is the best medicine.
That's
true. Thank you for that compliment.
So my friend actually cornered a squirrel and got into a fight with a squirrel.
Oh.
And he's pretty, you can see he's pretty
Unfortunately, we only have one prescription here at this clinic, and it's always for more cowbell.
Oh, God. The point being that even a squirrel can...
Come on. You gotta give me credit for that one.
No. No! I give Saturday Night Live credit for that one.
And me by proxy.
So the deal is, even a squirrel can take you out, so even the gentlest of the fucking bears should not be approached.
Fight or flight is not something you want to provoke in any living creature.
What is the closest, I would love to know this, what is the closest our audience has ever gotten to an animal? What's the closest they've ever gotten to a dangerous animal?
To a dangerous animal.
Yeah.
And by the way,
what's the closest you've ever gotten to a dog?
We don't want to know, because that's when people gotten really fucking close.
But no, the closest you've ever been to a dangerous animal and what the situation
and P.S.,
was.
Don't get close to dangerous animals.
Don't do it just to get a story to send us. Send us a story if it's no.
Send us a story.
Yeah, there are a lot of...
It's conflicting emotions.
It's complicated. I have a lot of complicated emotions with this call to action, but you can send the results to me on Twitter. I'm at @acarboni.
And I'm at Jeff Canada.
And if you've seen a story like this that you think we should cover, send it to us at wehaveconcernshow@gmail.com.
And if you have any problems, you can always go to the walk-in clinic.